words about Thomas Lane. For the last week or two, I was asked, what would your last words be to Thomas Lane? And I thought about that. And not only have I thought about it, I've talked to it to myself. But sometimes, when I am talking to myself, I find myself talking to Thomas himself. I see myself talking to my ceiling and talking to my wall, or talking to a picture of him, or talking to the sky, hoping that he can hear me. Begging him for signs, any signs, that he can hear me and that he's okay. And I think that he did talk to me, at least in my dreams, and at least in my own heart. And he is okay. We're going to see him again. So I don't want to talk about the last words, because there's no such thing. There isn't last anything. I'm always going to remember the 5 miles that he rode just to see me for 20 minutes and the 45-minute trip back, just so he wouldn't get in trouble. And this wasn't just once. And this wasn't just after school at 3 o'clock. This was 11 a.m.
Pack a suitcase, too.
11 p.m.
11 p.m. And then 2 a.m. And then 4 a.m. It didn't matter to Thomas. Distance wasn't a factor. It was just a word in a book. And he was a hard worker, a very hard worker. I've never seen someone so proud of their work. And I admired that. And I wanted to be just like him in the workforce. And I wanted to be as strong as him. And the first time I ever met him, it was a symbolism behind it. He didn't do that out of violence. We all know what I'm talking about. It was to protect the people around him. He wasn't scared of anyone. When it came to protecting me and Mike and Juan, he was there. And he never backed down, ever. He wasn't afraid. And I hope that at least me, or all of us together, can live through that bravery. And we don't have to be scared of anyone as long as we're together. And he lives on through our hearts, always will be.
It was nice, Logan.
I've never been a man of words. Never.
Never need
Usually
too
right.
many.
Not really. I mean, I'm usually used to writing them down. I never really opened up my feelings, but I could with Tom. I could with Tom, I could with everybody pretty much here. But this is pretty much it. The guys standing with me here, they've been the realest since day one. I mean, when I first moved and came to East Naples, I knew nobody. And then out of nowhere, I found myself just getting surrounded by a whole bunch of people I never thought I actually would know. I mean, all started with Logan. Tom came in the picture. Met Mikey. I mean, it all, thinking about it now, all you're gonna do is smile. Because at the end of the day, who you got? You always have to have your friends behind you. Nobody goes through life alone. I mean, looking at everybody here, you can see Tom did.
Amen.
Pretty much everybody here. Everybody here is here for a reason. He touched your hearts. He touched his. There is no such thing as an end. I mean, you said it right. We'll see him again. Every single one of us. He'll probably be the first one greeting his mom with a hug. Shoot. I would first, but he gonna take that from me the moment I walk up into heaven's gates.
We went up that.
I'm not gonna lie, I still owe him $30, but
He'll still be there waiting for it.
Thomas still owes
I
me
told you he'll be there with a bat. He'll be there with a bat.
I don't know if there's a debt to pay, but I never
Yeah,
thought I'd
$30.
speak in front of everybody else, but shoot, I'll put my candle in the air for him if he's gonna do for me.
I don't know if y'all ever have like that friend. It's like they'll text you like, "Hey, can I come over?" And you're like, "Yeah, sure." He's like, "Okay, well I'm outside." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like that was Tom to me, you know. Like, I always expected Tom would be like a day in advance, like, "Yeah, man, let's hang out." He'd be like, "All right, dude, I'm on my way on my bike." I'm like, "All right, you know, all right, cool beans." Every time too. I don't know. But yeah, I'm outside. But yeah, and. The way, I mean, it was something special about Tom, really. You know, like the way, if you ever saw him, it was like, if you wanted to hang out or anything, he'd always look at you with that look that's like, you know, we got the world under our feet, you know? I mean, he took some big steps, but wow, like we really felt that upon us. At least I like to think so. And, ever since I heard, I felt like I was supposed to be doing something. I can't really put my finger on it. But, I mean, every time I think about it, I just know that it's there. I got a reason, and I'm always going to be looking for that light, and I feel like Tom will be there waiting.
Amen.
He was, when you talk about somebody that cared, like that was Tom. Like there was nobody that cared more than Tom. Every day, just greet you with that smile, and it's just like, it just lights everybody up. When he came in the room, it was just, you felt the energy. He was the one that brought it every time, every time. A lot of it too. Oh my God, jeez, so many referrals.
Man, how's that score half the year?
Too many laughs, man. Too many laughs.
Well, this is pretty nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
I never really thought I would ever be here, you know. I always imagined Thomas with me. Thomas was with me pretty much almost every day of the year for the past few years. 5 to be exact. But what really breaks my heart is that he's actually not here with me. He's supposed to be right here, you know. Me and him, we were like this. I could have trusted him with anything, and he could have trusted me with anything. We're more than just friends. We're the best of friends. We're brothers. But when I heard the news, I couldn't believe it. So now I'm just here without my best friend. But regardless of that, I still have you. I still have his family, who I love so much. I have Juan, I have
love you too.
I have Jada, I have Logan, I have Matt, I have Sam, I have everyone here. And I thank for Thomas for uniting us. That's all I have to say.
One more thing is, I remember talking to Thomas, and I might be mistaken, but we were talking about death. I can't remember why. And I might be wrong, but he told me about how Uncle Gary once told him, you know, he doesn't want his funeral to be black. He wants all white. He wants to let people know that he's okay, like, I'm good. And he told me he wanted to be like that. He wanted to see only white, only no black. He wants to see white. He wants to see positivity and to know that he had a great life and that he loved every single one of you, no matter how small. Like, even if he was just a friend of mine, like, that he had no clue about, he still loved you that way. All the time. And I think that maybe we should just reincarnate his, you know, his personality. Let's do what Thomas would, you know, take risks and have fun and be the best that you can be every single day. Because he woke up and the first thing he was thinking, oh man, what can I do today? What kind of trouble can I get into? Wait, I know first.
What kind of adventure?
I'll call Logan first.
Let me text the other idiot.
Look at these Naples boys. Let's go.
Let's go. But, yeah.
Let's raise it up. Thomas.
Thomas.
To Thomas.
Never forget you, buddy.
We love you.
My brother, our brother, family.
Amen.
The time for grieving is over. You know what they would say.
Thank you guys.
You celebrate this.
If there's anybody else that wants to say something, you're more than welcome